Skr, skr. Okay, Kenny.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We're back in this piece, man. Ladies and gentlemen,
As
welcome back
always.
to the Yes Daily Show.
Thank you for
Thank
watching.
you very much for liking, watching our videos, and all that good stuff, man. What you got for the people today, okay, Kenny?
Hey, as always, we are giving away $500.
$500 worth of
Yeah,
Cardano, man. Listen,
Cardano.
once we get to 5,000 subscribers, okay, we're going to be selecting two random people, giving $250 worth of Cardano each. Maybe we should have put $250 somewhere on this thing so that people can tell what the goal is on site. Is what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was also thinking, man. People
Yeah,
need to hurry
I was
up and
thinking
do this,
about
man,
it, man.
because Cardano's about to blow up.
Hey, look, man, we'll make adjustments, and you're right about that, man. Cardano is definitely going to make that move. I'm excited for it. Right. So all you have to do is to subscribe, and you're entered to win some Cardano, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So we're gonna jump right into the business today. We're going to be talking about some of the top coins, of course, after looking at the overall market. We're also going to be speaking about Shiba Inu DeFi and Robinhood getting fined. I feel like Robinhood is a punching bag these days.
Yeah, I think
But
they might just deserve it, just for a little bit.
they earned it. They earned it. They earned it. But the continuous punching, I have definitely an interesting take on that, which I told you about it not too long ago after reading the article. You know,
Yes, sir.
isn't it crazy how my mind flipped on that like instantly? The whole time I was reading
That-
it, and I was like, "Screw Robin Hood," and at the end of it, I was like, "Wait,
Something is funny here.
hey man, okay, Kenny, we'll let you take it, man. Market situation, how's it looking?
Market situation as usual. It looks like both Bitcoin and Ethereum are losing their dominance to some altcoins.
Right?
And as you probably see from the news that we're going to be talking about today, this probably explains the reason why.
Mhm.
But that said, Bitcoin is maintaining that resistance and that support level.
Of course.
So we haven't seen any major movement. I'm starting to get concerned that Bitcoin might not go down to that 15K, whatever people are talking about,
Right.
unless there's some drastic news or whatever, manipulation occurring. But
Absolutely.
right now, it seems to be consolidating and getting ready to project. Same thing with Ethereum as well.
Which is also, I'm also going to say interesting because we have, remember the Wyckoff theory? We actually have something which we're going to be sharing later on as well that shows where Bitcoin is sitting and where it sits within that theory. Carry on.
Yes. Yeah, and that was a good article that was written by the fellow that actually wrote it.
Right.
And funny enough, we actually thought the same thing a few months back. But that said, Cardano is still holding its position at number 5.
Right.
There's some news about some fears going on within Tether and it being not a good wager coin and using USDC instead of Tether. We'll see what happens, but it still remains a main coin for exchanges.
Stable coin. Yeah.
I personally
absolutely.
like to use XLM, but it's up to you guys. Then let's go down to see what our dear friend Shiba is doing
Shiba.
on there. It's still at number 26.
26.
And there's some good news with on the Shiba Inu project as well. We're gonna be going over that.
Right.
But yeah, everything is kind of old and still. I don't see anything drastic, going on right now.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it's still just so far I'm liking the way the markets are looking. It's nothing too drastic. For me though, I feel that there's going to be a little bit of a drop coming up with Bitcoin again, before they move up, which But then again, maybe that's just me hoping that Bitcoin should slow down so that I can have an opportunity to buy more. Who knows? So there is that. Jumping right into the into some articles here, some news here, some of the top performing coins. You sent this graph. It's a very interesting one.
Yeah.
Take
Yeah.
us through it.
Yeah. So I always use this Warren Buffett theory.
Right.
Kind of like what's going on in the markets today, with the markets going down and then popping right back up.
Yeah.
You want to be in the market when everybody is selling or when the markets are super low. We call it buy the dip, right?
Right.
And if you look at the 1 month projection of the main coins that we love on our top 10, you see a lot of them in the red,
This is true.
right? If you go on the daily, for example, click on the daily.
Oh yes,
quick.
let's switch over there to the daily. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So for today, for example, right, Comp is down, SHIB is down, AVE is down, Doge is down, Ethereum is down. But if you look at the 1 month projection, they're actually good star coins to get.
Yeah.
But if you look, there's still opportunity for you to buy some Dogecoin, some ICPs, some XRP. Well, I'm not a big fan of XRP. You are.
Yeah, man, I love
Matic is on there
XRP.
as
I want
well.
more.
Cardano is still in the red. So
Right.
again, like we're saying, this is an opportunity for you to get these coins cheaper because if you look at the 1 year or the year to date, these are the coins that are making it.
They've been
These are the
performing
top
very
performing
well,
coins,
for sure.
right?
Yeah.
So just do your analysis, buy low now because in a year's time, this is gonna be great.
Absolutely.
Again, we're not financial advisors, but this
Definitely
is
not.
another way for you to figure out, okay, which coins are the best to invest in right now. That is a good cheap buy that you can buy low.
Definitely. This is just, I don't know. I'll call it just ramblings of a madman.
I love
Right?
Tom. I love
Yeah,
Tom.
exactly. Hey, Tom is
Tom
great,
is the
man.
best guy.
Yeah. So, hey, I do agree with you though. I think one of the biggest thing is that time is the ultimate equalizer when it comes to these things.
When it comes to investing in general.
Yeah. You wanna get in, you wanna put the money there, and you wanna give it time for it to work. So, everything
And-
you said there, love it, man.
Yeah, and one other thing that we're going to be showing you guys soon is that you don't only sit down and wait for time. You can now also start staking or farming or providing liquidation
Earning
while you wait
interest.
for that investment to go up. Do
Absolutely.
exactly what the banks are doing in the crypto world instead of sitting down like stocks and
Yeah.
bonds
And just waiting
it
for
to go
price
up.
action.
Yeah, in the world of
Absolutely.
crypto, you don't do that. You do more than that. You
Absolutely.
do what the banks do.
Yes, sir. I agree with it. Shiba Inu, leading Ethereum gas consumer amid recent DeFi surge.
Dude, man.
Is that correct? I feel like I have it, bro. Let's ignore it, bro, because I feel like I'm the English police right now. Let's just keep it moving, okay? Let's keep it moving. I don't want to. Yeah, I just roll that up. Forget it. Okay. So the point here is, okay, over what has been happening recently is that
Between last night and this morning.
exactly the Ethereum gas prices have been more concentrated on Shiba Inu DeFi transactions, right? So people have been rolling over there. So, and I know you're totally excited about this one. Tell us about it.
Yeah, because you guys know I'm a big Shiba fan, right?
Right.
I want to get that Tesla Cybertruck, right? So I'm throwing some pennies in there.
Right.
Eventually, it pays off. So Shiba Inu just released the Shiba Swap over the night, and we've already gone in there and we've tested. But just simply connecting your Uniswap to Shiba Inu is a $6 fee.
Oh yeah. You
then
mean
for the
where was it?
swap-
Is it MetaMask? Is it MetaMask?
To
MetaMask. Yeah. It's
your
MetaMask.
MetaMask.
Yeah.
It's a $6 fee, and then you pay another freaking $20 or more
Yeah.
for the swap.
For the
That's
transaction
some
fees.
serious fees coming out of Ethereum,
Absolutely.
off the Ethereum platform. But the good
Absolutely.
news is that you can now stake your Shiba instead
Right.
of sitting there and waiting for it to go up. You now have this platform that called Shiba Swap,
Right.
and you can now start staking and farming and providing liquidation. With your Shiba coins, and basically you have to convert it to a token called Bone or Leash.
Right.
You gotta look at the price of Leash, man. Leash is a wonderful,
It's good,
interesting
dude. And the
tokens.
I think that is the lowest volume I've ever seen on any coin.
Oh, you mean the Leash?
Yeah, the leash coin for Shiba.
Yeah, it's
Dogecoin,
like an
yeah.
extreme demand. I don't get it.
Right. So
107?
max supply on that, dude, is 107,000.
Question: is there even any for you to buy?
Well, you own some now.
Well, I'm getting paid back in some.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, no. We did a
Buy a
swap.
Leash or did you buy a Bone?
Oh, dang! Actually,
think I own
you
both.
have
I
bone.
don't own
You have
Leash.
bone. I yeah. Sorry, I messed that one up. It's supposed to be bone. Yeah, but no, you don't have leash yet. That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get you some of that later on today. Yeah,
Sure.
that'll be a good something to have. But yes, absolutely. I think that Shiba releasing their DeFi platform, dude, it's gonna be a game changer. However, those gas fees, man, the gas fees have to go. I know Ben is gonna be like, why is this guy complaining about gas fees? But but listen, man, if I can afford to not pay any extra gas fees, I don't want to, right? And that's one thing that I like about Moonswap, right? You're able to do all these transactions. I mean, of course, you're still gonna have this transaction fee once you leave the Ethereum mainnet, onto the Conflux mainnet. But once you're in there, you're in there. No fees. And we're going to do some videos showing people that platform as well.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be a lot of market disruption coming up soon with
Right.
whatever Cardano is working on, because that's a lot of DeFi projects out there off the Ethereum project, Ethereum platform, and I think these guys are into this business just to make money off transaction fees.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, you know, just playing around with sheep, which I really love,
Right.
it's been quite. It's eating at my it's eating at my profits.
Yeah. I will say this though. I will say this though. One thing that makes me feel okay about the transaction fees is the fact that this fees really it's going to miners, right? So it's going to people who set up the mining rigs
Yeah,
to validate and allow for all these transactions to take place.
or the people
Is-
provided
is-
with the liquidation as well.
yeah, exactly. So in that sense, I'd rather give them my money than give it to the banks. That's where I'm at. Is what I'm saying. Speaking of the banks and not wanting to give your money to the banks, Robinhood. Oh, dude, I feel like Robinhood is a punching bag of the financial environment these days, man. Robinhood's crypto unit faces $10 million penalty over money laundering violations. Now, this is something that is just mind blowing to me, right? I think they just got fined recently, didn't they?
70 million for what happened with the old GME and
Exactly.
other.
And now again, right? Similarly, following endorsements from, well, let me not even start from it. Let me jump back to the beginning because I think that's going to be a little bit. Well, let me see if I can roll
Let's
to.
make it short and precise.
Yeah, exactly. Because here's the thing. I just kind of want to make it precise because I don't want to go through the whole thing. Essentially, the whole gist of it again is just the fact that Robinhood, the same way they were manipulating GameStop and what was the other one?
AMC and all
AMC and the others, right?
Wall Street bets, not
Ex-
Wall Street.
Exactly. They also engaged in some manipulation on Dogecoin once it started running to the upside. The fact that someone is able to stop people from purchasing crypto is ridiculous. This is why I will say this. This is why you should not be trading crypto on Robinhood.
On Robinhood, yep.
Move to something else. Like something decentralized is better.
your
If
own
you
wallet.
can do it on MetaMask, A1, perfect. If you can do it on Coinbase or something else, that's fine too. But know that there's risk with that as well, right? Now, it's for the same reasons essentially. Their practices and the procedures that they take to I guess regulate people purchasing and selling their crypto. That was also in violation of some of the rules in New York, and now they're getting fined $10 million. Now, here is the thing.
I think $10 million is a slap on the hand compared
You think it's
to
a slap
what
on the
they're
hand?
doing with your coin. Because imagine they have all your coins. Your coin is not yours. It's not in your wallet.
Right.
And now they get to take your coin that you purchased, that is just showing the digital numbers on your screen,
Right.
and they get to liquidate, provide liquidity,
Liquidity,
stake
yeah.
and fund with your coins.
Yeah.
And that's basically what happened during the Doge situation. They didn't have your coin available to you.
Yeah.
Because they've used it for other projects.
projects.
To earn themselves some money.
True that.
So they had to shut it down because people were trying to sell and take their profits.
Now, here's the thing, and everything that you said there is, definite possibility. And now I look at it on the other side. I'm like, well, if you look at Robinhood seems to be a punching bag these days. It seems they're trying to deter people from trading on Robinhood, and we know that these people are always trying to get the retail trader out of their trades, right? When you take that and you also combine that with the fact that all these retail traders, many retail traders, a lot of retail traders are on Robinhood, then maybe you can go one step further and say they're not just trying to knock you out of the trade. They're trying to knock you off the platform altogether because they know all of you,
Off the market.
exactly, right? All of you who are wrecking their trades are
On Robinhood.
on Robinhood. You know? Because at the end of the day, when you look at Robinhood as a piece of software, take away the name, take away their horrible practices. It's a solid piece of software. It makes investing easy for the beginner. I was hooked on Robin. You remember in the beginning days
Yo,
there?
you had a cousin that was just playing call options that was making several thousands just like
Exactly.
that.
You know, and it's just like I could
Not
not.
knowing what the hell he was doing.
Exactly.
It's like, okay, I just did the call option. I just made $10,000.
Exactly, dude.
I was like,
and
what?
and it's like even when we moved over to Toss, I still had my Robinhood, bro, because I had this. It was an addiction, and I loved it. I still love it. The interface is great, but the practice is definitely a problem, and I definitely will not trade crypto on there. So there is that. You know, it's two ways to look at it. Take it with a grain of salt.
Take it or leave it. That's
Exactly.
just info.
It is what it is.
We,
you
we
know?
are not financial advisors, as
Hey
usual.
man, this is only for entertainment purposes only. Could be the ramblings of a madman, dude. I love when he says that, man. It's so incredible.
I love what Tom says.
Yeah,
though,
hey, very smart guy, man. Check it out. Check out. What is his channel again?
I
Tom
would love
Nash,
to meet him
right?
someday. Tom Nash.
Tom Nash, Mr. Tom Nash, man. We out here, man. We'd like to meet you one day, man. That's gonna be dope. I think we will. Ooh, next year.
Yeah, we will. We'll get there.
Bitcoin eyes 36K as Wyckoff level, bro.
Level as altcoins prepare to
Bro. Let me read this again, because sometimes I'm starting to feel like an illiterate, bro. This is Bitcoin eyes 36K as Wyckoff level as altcoins prepare to surge. Is it me or does that not make sense?
It doesn't make sense. I think it's just a clickbait, but altcoins are surging, and the question is, would the altcoins surging?
Bro,
allow
if you're gonna
Bitcoin to surge
clickbait, man, at least clickbait in correct English, man. But anyway,
It's called newsbtc.com. So someone put that together, and you look at his name. He's a Nigerian. Maybe he has to put his English
oh
together
bro,
too as
oh
well.
bros, oh god, we don't mean to fry you now. Relax. Hey, listen, man. Hold your Oxford dictionary close to your heart, man. Jesus, man. Dang.
That's what it's not going to teach you how to put a sentence together.
Well, that is not gonna change. I guess what is it called? Reading comprehension? Is that the class?
Comprehension, go back to primary
Yes,
five.
take that class again, man. It's probably one of the most important classes in college besides math, man. Jeez.
Hey.
Okay. Well, here we go, man. Wyckoff level is critical for bulls, right? Essentially, what this is saying is that
Oh, it's critical for bulls. It's also critical for bears. You can
it is
really
critical
do
for
with
bears as
Wyckoff.
well.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
But I guess at this point in time, the people who are really needing it to work out are the bulls.
Yeah.
Because you see,
Yeah.
we've made that massive drop, right?
Yeah.
And for those who do not know what the Wyckoff theory is, I'm just gonna do a quick flash.
One of the schematics, by the way. This is just one of it.
Exactly. This is one of the
Yeah,
schematics
this is
of the Wyckoff theory.
Yeah, this is the accumulation number one schematic. There's
But-
like two accumulation and two, what's it called? It's about four
There's,
different
there's a
charts.
there's a distribution phase. There's an
distribution
accumulation
phase.
phase, and then
Yeah.
there is a what would you call it? The last phase where you essentially run up, right?
Yeah, I
so
have to go back
so
and look at it.
we'll call it the run up phase in this situation.
Yeah.
Now, what the Wyckoff theory does is that it shows you this different phases and how it looks like, and it's been proven over a very long period of time that this happens over and over again. So, if you're looking at this, like if you're looking at this chart here, you would see that there is phase A, where it's the distribution phase when everyone is selling, the market is down, you have some retesting going on. And there's also the accumulation phase, phase B, and then the second phase as well, where it might pull back even further. So
That's the testing, right? To see if it's gonna hold that
exactly, so
support
it's going to
level.
test an even lower level, and that's why I think with Bitcoin it is possible
Might
that
get
there
to
might
that
be another
20 or
pullback.
that 25K.
Exactly. Now after that, then you have a run up. That's phase D, right?
Yeah.
At this
I
point,
think we are in phase C.
phase C.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we're still testing it. We are not in D yet.
Okay.
In
Now,
this article, it's saying that we're in D. Until all this noise gets off the market, I would say we're still in phase C. If it survives the noise, we'll be entering into phase D.
yeah, and that's the thing. I don't see how he's looking at it as we're in phase D, because in phase D you have to have some sort of a run up. Let's pull up the Bitcoin chart here. If you look at this compared to the Wyckoff situation, which we just showed you there, you would see that we have made that move down, right? We have had some retesting, we've had some accumulation, right? And then we've had even a test of a lower low, right?
Yeah.
Based on this situation here, another lower low of all time.
Yep.
And let's say this was not the case, then we might have that drop down to 25K, right? Which is going to be, in this case, that move there, phase C, right? A much more major move down.
Yep.
Then from there, we can now move into phase D, which is going to be the run up.
Yeah, and you can also do that 44-day, 22-day rule chart,
Right.
where it shows that repetitious events.
Yeah,
And if you change the days to 44 days, to still show that we're still testing.
absolutely. Moving on, we're going to also look at just a couple charts here. You'll see where everything is hanging out, and then we're going to go ahead and close this one out. Ethereum. I think I'm still waiting. Here's the thing. You remember for a while, Ethereum and, well, Bitcoin and everything else was sort of moving together, right? They were kind of coupled.
Yeah, they've totally detached. at this
Absolutely. I was waiting for that. If we just so that we can see it on a, just like on a grand scheme. You would see here that Bitcoin, not fully detached yet. They're kind of still doing the same sort of thingish. But Binance Coin is definitely detached, as well as Cardano. And as you can see, the charts are no longer,
point.
they're not matching as they
died.
used to not too long ago. All right. So I think that is pretty cool. Do you have any coins that you're eyeballing that you're planning to get into?
Well, there's just this old news about Cardano. There's this news about what Shiba is doing.
Right.
The Matic, so on and so forth.
Absolutely.
Ethereum is still within our range.
Definitely.
Once it crosses that 2405, though, we'll start getting more interested.
Absolutely.
That 8-day moving average and that 200-day moving average.
Right.
That's gonna be some interesting thing there, man.
Yes,
TTM
sir.
is looking great. RSI is looking great. If the news trend stays positive,
Right.
yeah, it's not coming down.
Absolutely. I think, well, for me, I think, I wanted to stay in this range a little bit. Of course, I'm still trying to load some more.
Yo, look at those two candles though before the most recent candle.
Ooh,
That's a bullish candle right there.
that is a bullish situation. That is a bullish situation right there. Well, I think we're going to be ripping then, man. It's going to be beautiful. Let's make that move.
Yeah.
It's fine. I can't wait for it, man. At one point in time, Cardano was $4,000. That was a beautiful time, dude. Everything was green.
Go back to Cardano. Let's do some other.
Oh yeah, let's see what Cardano was doing back then. Well, it made it to $2, $2.45.
I think it's gonna make it to $4 and $6 once the smart contract comes out.
Yeah. Hey man, we're here for it. We're definitely here for it. I'm definitely excited for that one. So Cardano, looking boring. I mean, dude, it sucks doing. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It sucks doing charts when the markets are just stale. It's like they're all just. It's like you're looking at the same charts every day. So there's not much going on with it.
Did you see that cross of that? That 8-day and that 200-day moving average cross down,
On which one?
and it still survived it. It went down.
Which one are
What
you
was that?
talking about? Cardano
Right
or?
there. Yeah,
Maker.
Cardano on the chart right there.
Cardano,
When the
yeah.
8-day and the 200-day crossed. How many cents did it go down? What's the percentage of it going down?
Yeah.
It went down. Yeah, look at that cross right there.
You're talking about this part
Yeah,
here,
yeah, that point right
this
there.
cross here. All right, let's see
So-
what that is.
Yeah.
So we'll pick a candle around that area.
Mm.
Oh, we'll just go
like
from
it when I don't have money.
We'll just go from the
it kind of
cross.
falls that one.
and to there. All right, so it's about a 31% drop,
Okay, now
roughly.
flip it the other direction, and see what 31% would be from that point upwards.
Oh, from this point upwards.
Of that.
Okay. Yeah. So to do that, well, I guess I might as well explain this because this is something cool to be able to do. So we would put a horizontal line around where the cross happened. Dude, my mouse calibration is way off right now.
Yeah, it's.
What is
Mine's
going
been
on?
doing that lately. I'm not sure what's wrong with my computer.
All right, so we'll go here, right? That's around where the cross was, but just for the sake of rounding up things, let's go to where a resistance level was, right? So like I say, somewhere there. And then we're gonna go from, we'll use an arrow for this. So from this point where we crossed over to the bottom here of that candle, right? That wick there, that gives us the full drop essentially. So what we can do is we can now take this from here, this arrow here, and we can rotate. Actually, I should have moved the arrow, because when you rotate it, you can,
You lose this size.
yeah. So the bottom of the week right there. Now I'm just gonna take that, I'm gonna pick it up, and I'm just gonna move it up to the top.
So how much is that?
And that brings us
Looks
to
Going for that big
$2.11.
resistance level.
Yeah, that is pretty close, man. It's pretty much close to the all-time highs. And some.
So that's gonna be the new major resistance level.
Exactly.
Before it gets to that one.
Exactly. So it's pretty close enough. And if you look at it here, it's kind of like a little bit of a, not major, but a little bit of support resistance sort of situation going on in this area here. So absolutely, I can see that happening. Cool. Well, that was it for the Scribble analysis. This was a fun one. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we are giving away $500 worth of Cardano, and 2 winners, $250 each. Looking forward to that one once we get to 5,000 subscribers. Okay, Kenny,
Yes, sir.
any final thoughts?
Well, we're not financial advisors, I have to say that. Markets are down today. Crypto is just stable as usual.
Yeah.
I just believe in planting seeds and not harvesting too early. This is one of those seeds that we're planting, giving you
Amen.
guys some information.
This is the
but also
process.
invest in ourselves. So yeah,
It is the process, and the reality of it is that part of the process is boring.
it is boring and painful. Like
Yes.
losing $5,000 on Friday.
True. You had to bring that up. Oh, the fact that we're laughing about that is something else, man. But listen, man, we're gonna recover. We're gonna recover. That's the name of the game, man. You get to that
Steady
point where
and
people
discipline.
fold. That is the point where you reset, man, and keep pushing.
Yo,
You know,
yo.
it's a mental game. It's just it's a game of time and just mental toughness. You know.
Sir.
So we'll keep pushing. You know, we can only tell people the things that we're doing. You know, if we're not doing it, we cannot tell you. So if it helps anyone, it helps them. If it doesn't, well, we're still having a good time doing what we're doing. So there is that. Until next time, Chevron Brazen out.
Double O out.